Have you been hearing that squats aren't for glute development? Well, if you care about real functional performance for your sprinting, for your jumping, for your skating, well, guess what? You need to be using your glutes during those squats. I'm going to show you how. Most people can contract their glutes when they're standing. On, off, on, off. However, as soon as the person goes to hip flex or hinge at the hip, that glute contraction usually lets go. Why? Because most of us are quad dominant. We're far more neurologically connected to engaging through our hip flexors and our quads versus our posterior chain. So the next question I ask is, can you contract your glutes at an angle? 90% of people that I see, athletes or non-athletes, can contract their glutes standing up. But as soon as they go into a hip flexed position, even unloaded, they may not be able to engage their glutes at this angle. Or if they can, it might be one side engages better than the other side. So a good little way to see if you can engage your glutes at a hip flexed angle is by sitting on a bench and then engaging the glutes and relaxing. Contract, relax, contract, relax. Now, some people will find that you kind of lean one way because if you're a rotational athlete in a rotational sport or you've had an injury, you may find that one side engages and the other doesn't. So it might look something a little like this. Or you may find you sit there and nothing happens because you're that out of touch with contracting your glutes. So see if you can sit at this angle and contract, relax, contract, relax. If you can, then that's fantastic. That's the first step. You can get a glute contraction at a hip flexed angle. So if you're working on engaging your glutes in a squat position and you know you can contract at this angle, then the next step is to bring your feet in a little more, get into a shoulders back, stomach tight, glute engaged, squat position as though you're squatting, engage, and from here, keep that engagement all the way to the top. So from the side, you're gonna see that start here, get into that lean position just like you were doing a squat, but have those glutes on from here and then up and go through the movement. That's the next step to be able to engage those glutes throughout that squat movement. You're going to now start from standing instead of sitting, and you're going to engage your glutes. Your stomach is on as well, so pre-contract, pre-contract. You're screwing your feet into the floor just a little bit on that externally rotated angle so that you engage a little more glute med, and then from there, in that position, you're going to start a small hip flexed angle. Most people will have lost the glute contraction right at that moment. If you have, which is likely, pause and re-engage. Try and get a few more degrees down, pause, and re-engage the glutes because chances are you've lost it. And again, pause and re-engage. So from this position, you may have lost it again. You're going to hold, and if you've gotten to the bottom of your squat position, try and keep the contraction all the way back up. It's going to take some practice. You might notice it's really hard to engage the glutes, but practice, practice, practice before you start adding load, and you'll notice you have to lighten up your squat weight to do this well.